All right, guys, welcome back to another segment. This time around, we're going to be diving into the Premier League preview and prediction for game week 2. And don't forget, today we are going to be going live by 9 p.m. 9 p.m. dot, we are live. And we are going to spend like 1 hour, 30 minutes on that live. So make sure you join us 9 p.m. Join us and let's interact. Let's talk about the Premier League game week 2. You drop your prediction for 1 or 2 clubs that we'll be mentioning. And also, most especially, Chelsea versus West Ham. Very, very important. But let's dive into the Premier League game week 2 preview and prediction. Before I start, do well to like, share, and subscribe to this channel, because on this space we give you trending football updates and 100% Chelsea. Yes, I'm going to be starting with Chelsea versus West Ham. Chelsea versus West Ham is going to be a very, very interesting game because we are going to be playing at West Ham home ground. Our last game was against Crystal Palace. We drew against Palace. That was 0-0 and at Stamford Bridge, and West Ham lost to Sunderland at their home at Sunderland's home ground 3-0. And I don't think West Ham will want to lose their second game against Chelsea, because if they do so, that means Potter will be on the hot seat. Serious one. And already said, even though they talk and say they will give their best, those are words they when they use when they Chelsea. The boys will give their best, or the boys gave their best. So we are not expecting Chelsea to go solo in that game. You understand? Irrespective of the fact that we were down against Palace, we drew against Palace, we don't expect to lose that 3 points against West Ham tomorrow. So I will give Chelsea to win Palace tomorrow. But tomorrow we'll do the proper preview for Chelsea versus West Ham. But I'll give it to Palace, you understand? I'll give it to Chelsea. Chelsea to win West Ham tomorrow. Then, moving over to Saturday, we have Man City Tottenham. The two clubs won their first game in the Premier League in game week 1. Tottenham won Burnley. Was it 3-0? Then when these people, Man City won was 4-0. Abi 4 or 5. So it's going to be a very interesting game. Very, very interesting. I can't wait to watch that game. Personally, I'm going to watch that game, and also I'm going to give a review of that game after the match. So definitely it's not going to be an easy ride. We might be thinking that Man City is going to beat them at their home ground Etihad, but come on, this is a new Tottenham. Which the defense is more better than last season. So this is Thomas Frank for crying out loud. And say when Brentford they play Man City as of last season, they know how to hold Man City very well. So definitely I don't expect less from Tottenham. But anyhow, if Man City will win this game, if I'm to give it to Man City, it will be a slim win. But be mindful of this game. Yes, I'm telling those people that normally have sleep, to our sporty bets people, be mindful of this game, because this game they use and hook people this Saturday. So for me, I'll just give it to Man City, but a slim win. Then Bournemouth Wolves, the both teams lose their first game. Bournemouth lost to Liverpool 4-2. Wolves lost to Man City 3-0. So looking at the game, it's going to be a very high intense game, but I'll give it to Bournemouth. No shades, man. They are playing at Bournemouth home ground. So I'll give it to Bournemouth, because Wolves, they're not looking like people that are serious. Number one, they don't have Pedro Neto. They have already sold Cunha to Manchester United, and I've not seen any player that they have brought into the club so far like that, or see that key player that they have brought to the club. So for me, I'll give it to Bournemouth to win Wolves. Then Brentford Aston Villa. Game day. Match day. Brentford Aston Villa. Well, their first game, that was against Nottingham Forest. They lost 3-1. So, and Aston Villa played 0-0 against Newcastle United. So this game It's at Brentford home ground. Looking at Aston Villa so far, they will be hungry for this win. So I'll give it to Aston Villa. Aston Villa to win Brentford. But if a draw come out, so fine. But I give it to Aston Villa. Then the next on my list is Burnley Sunderland. Burnley lost to Tottenham 3-0. Sunderland wire West Ham. Where Chelsea they play tomorrow 3-0. And this is two championship team. Two of them come back from relegation. Well, I don't know anything to talk about, but God, think this game, Burnley Sunderland. I don't know. I don't fall in love with Sunderland. So for me, I think Sunderland is going to win this one. Sunderland will win this one. I'll give it to Sunderland. You understand? I'll give it to Sunderland to win. Sunderland to win Burnley because get the kind of energy. If you see the attack, if you see Sunderland attack, then get style, then take style, get small attack. Where they bite. You know, go understand. So I'll give it to Sunderland. Sunderland to win Burnley at their home, at Burnley home ground. Then last game on Saturday we have Arsenal versus Leeds. You see this game? This game is very, very trickish. This Arsenal Leeds is very, very trickish. Fine. On a general note, going by the odds, we'll say that Arsenal will win Leeds. Yes. But Leeds won their first game against Everton. They won 1-0 via penalty. Arsenal won their first game against Manchester United 1-0. That was a slim win. But I don't know. Well, I'll give it to Arsenal. Arsenal to win Leeds, but be mindful of this game. I'll tell you guys, you see games that I will advise you people to stay off. Man City and Arsenal. Be mindful of those two games. Games that I know that will be very, very lucrative. You understand what I mean? You see Chelsea, you see Sunderland, you see Aston Villa, but you see this Man City, Tottenham, Arsenal, Leeds. Anything can happen. I dare if you use hook people this weekend. So for me, I'll give it to Arsenal. Arsenal to win Leeds at Emirates Stadium. Not even Emirates. So Arsenal to win Leeds now. Then on Sunday, we have Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest. I dey sense draw. Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest. I dey sense draw. I'll leave it in the hands of Palace. But if I'm to be on the safer side, I'll say Palace to win because it's at their home ground. So Crystal Palace to win Nottingham Forest. Then next one is Everton Brighton. Strong draw. Nothing you want to tell me. Everton Brighton. Strong draw. Everton versus Brighton. Draw. Then the last game for that Sunday is Fulham versus Manchester United. Fulham versus Manchester United. Hey. Fulham versus Manchester United. Oh my God. Fulham, Manchester United. I'm not trying to be biased here. Manchester United are playing a very good game. I watched Fulham against Brighton in the first game. What Fulham played with Brighton, it was not an easy ride for Brighton. Take it or leave it. Brighton, they still they bite. They still they pinch. You understand? They still they pinch. So, if I'm to predict this game, God, we know get some things we know they expect Man to repeat this season where they repeat last season. You understand? But I not go tell you say Man don't completely wear. You understand? But I'll give it to Manchester United. Manchester United to win Fulham at their home ground. But if they lose, that one consign them. Then on Monday, we have Liverpool versus Newcastle. Now you already sack matter for sweet. Make I see the Liverpool fans' behavior that day. Make I see the way they go behave. Liverpool, Newcastle. I want to see the way they go behave. Whether they will come they chant free Isaac. Well, that game I'll give it to Liverpool. Liverpool to win Newcastle. I told you guys in their previous game that what Newcastle lacked in their previous game was just that finisher, that man up front that will do the dirties for them. You understand? So Liverpool to win Newcastle. I'll give it to Liverpool. You understand? Thank you very much. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because on this space we give you trending football updates 100% Chelsea. And also drop your own prediction at the comment section. Thank you very much. I remain your humble boy, Peters.